see. Doechii. We go find her actual comment with the context, okay? Red flags. We go see if we can find it and make sure, and we go to the root, okay? They might still be owned by black people. I doubt it though. But hey, it sound black, so here we go. It says Doechii has been everything anyone could talk about recently, between winning her first Grammy Award and recent looks during Paris Fashion Week. She clearly knows how to get the people talking. After a recent interview on Hot Ones, the Florida rapper is shaking the table once more. A clip taken from the interview with Miss DJ Milan went viral on, I don't know what it is, went viral on social media after Doechii revealed her number one dating red flag is, drumroll please, a straight man. The queer rapper has been open about her sexuality, but many folks online are taking issue with her preference. On X, this person tweeted, folks work their ass off, achieve new heights, get major notoriety, just to start spewing nothing but dumb shit left and right. Somebody shared a similar sentiment, saying a sexual preference or orientation that you don't identify with or partake in as a red flag is some real mush for brain shit. Oh, wow. And these are those. It says, but while many straight men were in the replies confused about what exactly the Nissan Altima rapper would possibly mean, one user broke it down effortlessly. If you've ever been with an openly bisexual, pansexual man, you know exactly why a straight man is a red flag for a queer woman. From the spaces she hangs to the community she builds. All right, so let's take a peek at what was said here. Going to the X. Wait, get the out of here. And it wasn't playing. Hold on. We missed the context. So I wanted to see the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I don't feel like I'm missing the context. It was kind of plain, you know, it was straight man. And the homegirl was like, yeah, I figured it was gonna be, you know, penis. It was straight penis. So, you know, I don't think, if we are missing some context there. Now, I'm gonna tell you, for one, me personally, but we go into some other shit, but me personally, and it might surprise some of you guys, I don't care what the fuck she thinks, cause married. I can see if I was single and wanted to holler at Doechii, I'd be mad then. But I'm not on the, I don't, if she don't like straight niggas, so what? Who can fuck if, I don't even think straight niggas is her main fan base.
Probably not, because I am not married. I think Doechii is attractive. I think she fly, but I don't give a shit if she said this in real reality. I think it's a wild statement to say, but I don't give a shit.
And if you listen to her album, she makes it very clear, like, you know, she just do what we want to do and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I kind of wouldn't be surprised and shit. You know what I'm saying? Now
she be at the parties, I think.
I'm definitely sure she's at all the parties. She like the fashion shit. She let y'all know she like to play with her nose. Whole bunch of shit she said on the shit. She likes to experiment with whatever. She just out there. She a Florida girl. Some of the most craziest shits I didn't experience and shit was in Florida and shit. So, I mean, it is what it is. I can see, I think I really thought we was about to be out this whole, you know, sex wars, gender wars shit, you know what I'm saying? And the preference shit. I never understood why people got mad at other people's preference. The only time preference matter to me is if it's gonna stop me from making some money. Like, the only time the preference matter to me is if the damn sign at the damn job I'm trying to hire, like, yeah, so black niggas, we don't want you guys here. That's our preference. Don't judge us. It's just our preference. Then I have a problem. But people, you know, people liking only a certain segment of people that they want to, I don't give a damn. Why do I care? Why do anybody care? And I'm talking about just strictly with dating. How could another person give about somebody else's preference? Okay. I don't get it. How you feel about this shit? How do you feel about what she said? And then we gonna go to the Ron Davis go around. But do you what? Because I got some reasons why I actually kind of think this shit was 100% staged. To be honest with you, it looked very staged to me. But once again, I don't trust these that's on TV.
It definitely could be staged because in about 3 months, in about 3 weeks, nobody gonna really remember this technically, and it's a good thing to be staged because it ain't nothing really serious anyway.
Yeah.
So it really don't matter. I was shocked to hear her say that, but
really,
like I said, yeah, because I just say a straight man is a red flag. I don't know. I just wasn't ready to hear that. But it's not that impactful.
Yeah, no, I wasn't shocked at all. It's par for the course. Like I said, if anybody listens to her project, you wouldn't be surprised if you just like really listen to the stuff like, oh yeah, she down for whatever. It is what it is.
Look at her different.
Hell, she look like I said. She said some shit I would expect her to say. She been doing the Fashion Week stuff, man, and she wearing the Grace Jones type outfits and shit with all sorts of shit. She had one time she very free with her body and stuff. You know how the I guess queer, I don't know what to call the people, but she Grace Jones is a Z.
It does make me wonder though. If this is real, did something traumatic happen to her in the past for her to say that?
No. When I say it's staged, I think she really mean what she's saying. I'm just saying the whole setup for the question. They'll be like, they invite me to Hot Ones. They'll be like, okay, we're going to ask you about Drake. We already know you hate him, but can you we want to make it look real, make it spicy like the wings we're about to eat. I'll be like, listen here, where my check at, nigga? First off, I ain't saying shit without my deal. Then as soon as I get a check, all right, so you want me to be fake how? It'll be like, you asked me about Drake? All of this shit be set up. This ain't I'm about to give Doechii's team, and this is why people think she an industry plant. And I think we talked about this a long time ago. And when I told everybody, every artist is an industry plant because every artist and record labels have to invest money into these artists, okay? Only one out of maybe 100 artists actually do anything, make them their money back. They lose so much money signing other people. So every artist is a seed going in the ground. They praying that it's that jack of the beanstalk that go up to the top, okay? So all artists are plants, okay? Just because you was listening to when they was underground, which half the time when they was underground, that shit was strategic too, strategically underground. And this ain't no new phenomenon. They been doing this shit since the 80s. They was doing that back with Monthly Crew and all them. Had them signed 100%, but had them doing all them shows up on Sunset Strip and shit like they was a struggling band and shit, so that they could get people like to feel like they done discovered something. All right, y'all. People like to feel like they grew with something. If something already popping when it come to music and shit, then you know what I'm saying? No, people like to be like, I was there at the beginning. All right, so record labels always do this shit for a lot of genres of music. Okay, first off, but second off, her team is knowing how to keep her name in all the media. Okay, like you just said, this is perfectly safe for her to say. This ain't nothing for anybody to be offended about. Because if that's her red flag, that just means she don't want to put niggas soda. That's just like, and so many people take offense when it's on the opposite side when dudes be like, oh, well, I don't want to date a single mom. I was a single dad and shit, all right? I had a girl. I had a couple of girls. And babe, these ain't no crazy stories, okay? I promise. This is some reality. It was plenty of girls that met me. Nigga, I'm talking about I had a house, my own property, all that shit. And they was like, but you got kids? I was like, yeah. They was like, look, you a cool guy, whatever, blah, blah, blah. However, it sound like you cool with your kids' moms and shit, but I just don't date dudes with kids. How the I'm gonna get offended for that shit if that's their damn preference and shit? Because it makes sense and shit. People be like, oh, I don't like dating single parents and shit. They always put on the single mom shit. But when I was a single dad, I had plenty of people be like, yeah, I can't do that. And I had two baby mamas, nigga. I didn't have no drama, but they don't know that. How they gonna trust that shit? So anybody that got a preference, they don't date a certain this, a certain that, or then third, whether it be from, well, it's, you know how many people won't date a paraplegic, but they don't say that shit out loud though. But you know how many people that I'm talking about, that's 100% on the top. If you was to read 10 out of 20 people's, no, 9 out of 10 people might be like, yeah, if they ain't got arms and legs, I can't do it. Yeah, but
I would take it. I would take offense if somebody thought I would. Like most people wouldn't. Like a normal thing that we just know.
Why would that be though? But that's just his thing. You got people like me. I don't care about none of that shit. Okay, I don't care. Is it hard?
A paraplegic.
Wait,
because the paraplegic can't move, right? They can't
the paraplegic. But I'm just saying though. Why is a very people is okay with their preference because they know how hard it would be to have the lifestyle change, right? But people get offended because people got any preference. I don't give, like I said, if it ain't affecting you making money, people's preferences, stop being mad. I hate all these wars, whether it be dark skin, light skin and shit, none of that shit. And half the time people just, especially online, people just be saying shit to piss people off. In the real world though, if people got their preference, if it ain't with your pockets, I don't give a fuck. If it's not fucking with you directly, if ain't nobody coming to you directly. It was this nigga, man, that died. His preference was white girls, but he was one of them weird dumb niggas that get online and be like, yeah, black women this. He said, I'd rather a dog before I was a black woman. Some crazy dumbass shit, right? So toxic like that with them types of going online shit, you know his white girlfriend shot him. He shot him dead just recently and shit. His preference shot him.
Now, that one dude, yeah, I remember that dude.
Yeah, now I ain't feel no kind of way when I found out his preference shot him. I ain't gonna lie, I love a good that's what you get. That's one of my favorite things is that's what you get, because he had no reason to go online with saying all the dumb shit he did. Especially why poke a damn, you know what I'm saying? If you really don't care, why are you putting this online? So I get how people get mad at people when they put their preference out like that. That I ain't got no problem with. It's just having a preference, period. Some people get mad at people just having a preference, period. And they ain't doing none of that toxic dumbass shit where, hey, I'm glad you died that way, buddy, because you was stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was just dumb as to say and shit. And also, to people, it might be some people like, Super really be wanting people to die. Guess what? The reason I say that shit, because we're all gonna die. Every one of us. One of Chris Rock's favorite shit was what was it? No sex in the champagne room. And he was like, here's a horoscope for everyone. Gemini, you're gonna die. Scorpio, you're gonna die. Gemini, you're gonna die twice. But that's guaranteed for everybody. I don't even view death as bad. We live in a world where slice is $2.99. Drake was the number one nigga on the radio for 15 years. You see what's happening in the White House? It will be, this is gonna happen already. To me, this just a phase of a long line of living that we did living before we came in this bitch, and we gonna do some more living afterwards, just in a different form. That's just me though. So when I be saying all of this shit, I don't look at death as nothing bad. Okay? Now, I do look at how you die real bad. To me, everybody gonna die, but everybody ain't gonna get them set on fire and then a whole bunch of everybody ain't gonna hit a honeybee hive and bees gonna come out and sting your ass, and then you running into some gasoline on accident and then you catch on fire and shit. How you die is some sad shit. Yeah. But the dying itself, everybody gonna do it, so it ain't no. I hate how they make people, they fearmonger death and shit. Cause it's some guaranteed shit. Just hope you die in a peaceful, none stung by a bee with gasoline draws on.
Because I'm gonna tell you what's worse than dying is something happening and you becoming a damn paraplegic. That would be terrible.
On some real shit, I told my wife, if they tell me I can't never walk in, I told my wife and my daughter and shit. My son, he be like, all right, Dad. I'm like, hell yeah, but shoot. My wife and my daughter, though, they was like, I'm not gonna, what if the next day they come out with the new surgery? I'm like, well, I just missed out then. I just missed out on the new damn surgery and shit. And guess what, y'all? The new surgery ain't gonna be easy. Do you know I'm gonna have to do a whole bunch of extra shit and shit? And yeah, y'all gonna be there for a little bit, but what you gonna do when y'all wanna go have y'all sushi and shit and I can't go? And y'all go, I'm gonna be back in 20 minutes. No, y'all ain't. Y'all better be gone for like 2 hours and shit while I'm suffering and shit. I'm still be paraplegic for at least 2 months with the new technology. And then what the technology breaking shit?
Man, we about 5 years away from being able to put your consciousness in one of these robots. Anyway.
I don't want to be in no robot. I don't want to be, I want to see the end. I want to see how old I can get. And then I hope after it's over, like a scoreboard pop up and shit, like at the end of Call of Duty or when you go like playing laser tags and shit, it'd be like, all right, so yeah, you knocked these many motherfuckers down. You got burnt this many times. You got fired this many times. You got married this many times. You had this many kids. You brought this much joy to this many people. Like, I want to see the scoreboard and shit. I'm like, hell yeah. And then, I'm be like, hey, but can we just see the scoreboard, just me and y'all though, or you or whoever? Okay, we ain't showing everybody else the scoreboard though, right? We like, can I get a private showing and shit? But that's how I look at it. So a lot of people be like, oh, you be wishing death on motherfuckers. How I'ma wish something on somebody that's already gonna happen?
It's a good way to look at it.
I can't wait. It's coming. It's coming for me too. As I speak right now, somebody got fired from the FAA, from the new damn government. Could have let one of these little 14, 15-year-olds be like, you know what, he been playing the damn game. He can fly a plane and land on this house right now, and I'm gone. Which I would prefer, because it would be pretty instant, especially after I just said that getting stung by bees and catching on fire shit. That shit got to be a horrific way to go and shit. And it's drowning. Yeah. Or like my mom passed of cancer. I watched her wither away over, I'm talking about it moved to her brain and shit. It's way worse things than death. When my mama passed, I was happy, and people was like, why the fuck? I was like, cause y'all didn't see what she was going through. And she was in top-notch facility and shit. But wasn't nothing they could do. And she was just suffering every day. The only good thing she had was me. From what she told me when she was last saying. So for me, I just look at it like, hey, it's a good place. We going there anyway. You just better hope and pray that your exit is not a up one like that. That's how I just look at it. But any goddamn way. So is one more thing we gonna look at, then we gonna ride out in this hoe. Ron Davis, he responded with this when it came to the Doechii shit, and y'all let me know how it felt, and I got a feeling about why he did it like this, and matter of fact, he gonna show you why he did it like this, but it came off a little like it might have been a little bit personal and shit. Let's go in and break this shit down. Let's go.
Baby girl, let's talk about it. For those who don't know what I'm about to get into, let me catch you up. The rapper Doechii recently said this on Hot One.
My biggest dating red flag. I mean, strike one. You're a man. Yeah. And you're heterosexual. Yeah.
And before you go, oh, it ain't like you had a chance with her anyway. I don't want to date Doechii. Doechii does cocaine. And then she raps about it and does performances about it. And they push that music to the children. And these children will idolize her because she's a star and she's making drug use sound cool. Now, for me, dating, that's a red flag, because I believe red flag speaks to caution or things to be suspicious of. And so character and actions lead to that. Now, I think that works for me and her. I wouldn't want to date her. She wouldn't want to date me. I don't care. My thing is, as a Black woman, I think you should find it problematic that someone would say that they're cautious of you just for being, because that's something Black women got to deal with all the time. So as a straight man, you just saying me being me is essentially problematic. It's something that I hope you change in the future, that you can see that you said and maybe word it differently and stick to like characteristics that speak to character. You know what I mean? Like allowing your boyfriend to put a gun to your head and telling him to pull the trigger just to show that you trust him.
Do it. I love you.
You love me?
Yeah.
You trust me?
I fucking trust you. Do it.
See, I consider that to be problematic behavior. That would be a red flag for me. But I don't want to sit here and act like I'm perfect. I exhibit very problematic traits. Like, for example,
if you were offered $10K to sleep with me in my bedroom for 2 weeks every night, what would you do?
Hell no. $10,000 that bad. But if I needed $10,000 that bad, I would just sell drugs. Yes, I know drugs like hurt your community and people's family members get strung out on it and it hurts people's lives. But I wouldn't like spread the drugs amongst many families or anything like that. I still have a heart. I would get my 10,000 by selling like drugs to rich people who can afford to spend like 10,000 on drugs, and then I'd just be selling to one person. You know, I'd probably just sell cocaine to Doechii. Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm performing in Charlotte, Baltimore, New York.
And this is the reason he spoke on it. Now, with that being said, it wasn't nothing but a marketing ploy. Anybody that's in entertainment, whether this is YouTube shit, you always just trying to ride whatever the wave is. Okay, that's why we talking about it. And this goes back to what I said about Doechii team being so dope. She said that shit, which ain't nothing but free press. It's free press and promotion. Cause now everybody talking about Doechii again.
Everybody.
And,
we talking about Doechii.
And I'm talking about every couple of weeks she doing some new shit where everybody's talking. And of course he go ride the wave. Now everybody's talking about now he get to promote his show. We talking about we ain't never showed Ryan Davis on this, but he caught the wave. It's all wave riding in this entertainment shit. Everybody do it. You know what I'm saying? And now, with that being said, hold on. We go read LL Biddy's chat real quick, and then we go get into what he showed us on the video, though. This is late, but Fraudgy always trying to take the way somebody says or does something. Old goofy bucket head, Shane Sung, sweaty palm looking incel. Hey, that was very aerial smokish, and I was waiting for the bussy to be popped up in that shit, because you know that's he loved bringing up that word. I was like, God damn, she going in on the aerial smoke rant right quick. But yes, it's very true. He always stealing somebody's swag and shit. Now, with that being said, let's go back to that video, because that was kind of
with her boyfriend. That was wild.
That was kind of disturbing a little bit. I had never seen that shit. I was like, hold up, what's that?
That's pretty wild.
And I'll be honest, that did not sound heterosexual either. It was like he sounded like her preference a little bit. I might be wrong though, but let's run this back real quick. Let's just run it back. Can you fast forward or nothing in here? We just gonna let it. We just gonna let it get to that point. But she did sniff the cocaine on the camera. You know what I'm saying?
She did sniff the cocaine on the camera.
Which we just seen. Look, we just did a whole story about the dangers of cocaine with G Money. Okay, and for anybody to be like cocaine different from crack, it's cooked crack. I mean, crack is cooked coke. Okay. Yeah, this is a little bit more and shit. Just some water whipping and shit. You can put the folk to the pot. But other than that, it's the same shit. Okay? It's the same shit. That's like telling me, motherfucker, I can't think of nothing right now. We got to get back, because I hope we don't miss the damn cycle and shit. We probably missed the damn cycle and shit. Let's see what he's saying.
You got it on? Oh, okay.
All right, so that was the and we can't forget back that time when what celebrity ain't got caught sniffing the cocaine? I mean, that time Nicki had got caught sniffing the cocaine. Rihanna got caught sniffing the cocaine. Soulja Boy, he's obviously sniffing the cocaine. So
Cat Williams.
Cat Williams saw somebody sniffing the cocaine at at the office and shit. Who ain't what celebrity ain't doing the cocaine? The whole thing though is sniffing the cocaine on the live though is kind of wild to me though. Like,
I think it's about to come to the gun thing right here.
All right, now this is what was dangerous for me. This is what wasn't good.
That they're cautious of you. Just
okay, because and he has some points. Now he had some points, and I think more of it about what he was saying was saying it out loud with impressionable youth. Because this is the thing, we was all impressionable youth. This goes back to what I was telling you earlier when we was talking about how I was telling you about my homeboy used to drink the 40s and shit. I grew up the 666 Mafia and shit, and we just thought you was supposed to run trains on colors. That's all every song they was running trains. We thought that was just normal activities, running trains and drinking E&J and Paul Masson, having fun. We thought that's what. All right, now this is a nigga. Let's listen to it. This is very scary. Okay.
You love me?
Yeah.
You trust me?
I trust you. Do it.
See,
Now, that I don't know where the footage was obtained, but if that was on a live or some shit, that's not good. Now, with that being said, I don't think her music is for the youth or anything like that. And to be honest, you can't stop youth from listening to no kind of music at the end of the day. Like I said, man, I hate the world we live in now because I miss the 80s. I miss the 80s right before the 90s, because the 90s is when everything got watered down and shit. I miss the 80s. If the time back then could do shit and it wasn't like, you know what I'm saying, there wasn't no social media back then, but even when it was rumors of people doing it, everybody knew all them Rick James stories is from the 80s. Everybody knew them stories. Everybody knew all the rock stars did the cocaine. The rock stars doing the cocaine on the damn stage back in the 80s. Niggas was doing all sorts of crazy shit out, and nobody was like, oh, this, that, and the third, all this, that, and the third. Like I said, I know Ron Davis did this shit so he could promote his show, and it is some you know, some credence to what he said and shit about the children and shit. But the thing about it is, man, in my point of view, this is all just great press and promotion for her. What she doing ain't shit new. She never put herself out there as she was some, hey, follow me, do what I'm supposed to do type person and shit at all. Now, that whole trust me, pulling the trigger and shit, I don't trust nobody like that. And the goddamn,
That's wild.
and let my wife ask me, come up to me and be like, babe, here, take the gun. I'll be like, all right, who in the house? Who I need to shoot? No, let's do a trust test. Put it to my head and pull the trigger. And the first thing in my head, I'll be like, this is trying to set me up to go to jail. I'm like, all right, babe, hold on. Let me go downstairs. I left the bullets downstairs. I'll be right. And I'm running my ass out the house. I'm going to be looking like Jonathan Majors when he ran from that white woman. And I'll be yelling. I'm like, she's trying to set me up. She's trying to, here's the gun right here. Please don't shoot me. And I'll be just in regular, be on my, just like this for when the police come. Because obviously, I think my big black ass actually did something. And I just be like, hey, I hope the damn cam in the house caught that shit, cause that shit is crazy. And
it's crazy because like the number one or number two thing you are taught when you handling guns is actually number one. Do not point this at anything you don't intend on killing. And to put it to your girlfriend head, to allow somebody to put a gun to your head and pull the trigger, it's pretty wild.
But that goes kind of back.
Is that cocaine behavior?
That is crack. But that's crack. Now, I know just a couple of minutes ago I said ain't no difference between cocaine and crack, okay? But the difference, I will say this, based on the stereotypes, that's cracky behavior, okay? That wasn't no code. That was crack. And if it wasn't, that's just good old fashioned crazy. I forgot the comedian. It might have been Chris Rock. What the happened to just mother being crazy? Some people just got some screws loose. And you ain't gotta do that with drugs. Some people actually kind of be more cool on the drugs than I know some real life actual crazy people. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, this is all I'm gonna say about this whole thing, and I'm gonna bring it back to what I always say, okay? And this is for anybody, and this is for any celebrity. Y'all know what we do around here. We put our shades on. Be wary of anybody that's worked their life to be famous. Okay? That was something very prominent that Kendrick said. He was like, nigga, you like being famous. If you done read a lot of autobiographies about a lot of celebrities, or just, you know, had your fill of interviews, a lot of them said, man, if I could have just had the money without all the famous shit, without people forever, like everybody knowing, I wish I could have came back. When you young, you think everybody knowing who you are is cool and shit, but most people eventually grow out of that shit and realize fame, not only is it fleeting, but that ain't really what you want. You know what I'm saying? Michael Jackson used to have to go to movie companies for prosthetics so he could go to the grocery store by himself. Just doing regular shit.
You were doing regular shit. I used to when I was younger. I used to want to be a famous rapper, and I'm so glad that didn't happen.
Nigga, I know. Look, I know we on this damn YouTube and shit and blah, but we ain't the reason I don't post us on other shit. I don't want to really. I do want I do want a large following on the YouTube, but I don't want to be on Facebook. I don't want to be on Instagram. I don't want to be on TikTok. I don't want to be on none of that shit. I love YouTube. I like giving my opinion shit, but I really don't want to be famous. If I could just hit a lick right here and don't nobody know who I am ever, that outside of the people that watch us, that would be great. Being famous gets you robbed. Being famous gets you stalked. Being famous get to hate your guts for no reason, just off of regular ass stories you see. Fame is horrible, but when you young and you worked for it, and it was for the fame and shit, and you could tell people who love the fame, man. Hey, Doechii, she want to be famous, all right? But when people is in they want to be famous phase, you can't trust them, okay? When I say you can't trust them, most will put out a false image. One good thing about Doechii, I can say, she ain't hiding shit. She ain't hiding shit. So
No,
you just got to accept for how she is. If you feel like what you seen was like, oh, I'm a cancel, I can't put it. Hey, that's one thing. But the cool thing about putting yourself out there, letting everybody know all your flaws or whatever, which having somebody put a gun in your head, pull the trigger, that's past flaw. That's crazy. Okay, that's crazy. I ain't even blaming crack. I apologize to you, crack cocaine. Crack have you like, sucking random people's dicks and shit like that. It ain't have you. I think crack. When have you heard somebody committed suicide? They was cracked out. Crack wants you to smoke more crack. Crack is like, hey, bro, you suck these dicks over here. You get some more of me. But I don't think nobody ever put a gun in their head cracked out, because the cracker be like, hold on, brother. Hold on, what did you do? We can't have fun no more, man. Hold, stop it. Just stop it. Now, there's plenty more dicks for us to go suck. Put that damn gun down. That's what crack doing. So, yeah, she just crazy. Okay? Just flat butt. It might be some trauma, whatever. Blah, blah, blah. Crazy to me. I equal to all the crazy. All right.
And she's still dope. I mean, she's a dope artist, and dope artists actually do wild shit. So,
all the greatest artists was the big. Look at Ray Charles. This nigga was blind. Play the piano on heroin. One of the greatest musicians of all time. They claim Stevie Wonder don't do shit, but look. Let me tell you my list of people who I know do cocaine, even though we don't know they do cocaine. And this all alleged, but they just too talented in this shit for me not to believe this. Michael Jackson, cocaine. They say Prince didn't do that shit, cocaine. Okay, damn Stevie Wonder, you damn right it's cocaine. Dominique Dawes, cocaine. Okay, and y'all probably like, why you naming all the black people? I think all white people do cocaine by default. I think that come in a more white person kit. I think they just so that's just by the day automatically doing it. Taylor Swift, all that. I feel cocaine. Okay, because look, it's cocaine. All right, guys. To see the rest of this live and over 60 plus members only videos, become a Struggle Crew member for only $2.99.